I'm interviewing Antonio Brown. And while we're sitting right here, Antonio Brown says, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm from Liberty City. I'm like, I grew up in Inglewood. I mean, my dad is a 99-cent store in Inglewood. So, I grew up in LA. But you don't know what it's like. I said, in Liberty City, people get shot at. I said, in Iran, we get bombed on. But that was a choice. He joined the army. I said, I was born in Iran. I didn't have a choice. That whole banter. I don't know if you've seen this. So when he said that, I came away and I went and said, I want to know what Liberty City looks like. Never been there before. How about we do this? What if we go to Liberty City and I become a bagger because I want to give myself a paradigm shift to understand what that place looks like rather than just talk about or watch a video. So we go to Winn-Dixie's and I dress as a bagger and me and Cashier Heaven, and we're right there going back and forth, taking care of customers. And while customers are coming, I'm talking to everybody. Okay, I'm talking to everybody. What's your story? What do you do? A teacher for 42 years. How about yourself? Single mother. What do you do? I work for the city. What do you do? I'm going back and forth. And all I'm doing at the end is, listen, do you mind if I pay for your groceries? What? Yes. Can I go grab you some diapers? You're joking? No. And I paid for everybody. I think at the end of the day, we spent, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000. I don't know the number. But we paid for people for over an hour. The line got longer and longer and longer. Within 30 minutes, everybody was calling. There's this guy at aisle number 7. Winn-Dixie, come by. He's paying for everybody, right? While I'm doing this, guess who said I want to go with you? My dad, 80 years old, is standing to my right, okay? My dad was a cashier in Inglewood, 15 years in LA, right next to Great Western Firm. He was held up 3 times. 3 times he was held up. You know, my dad never gave the money. He took the Bible out. I said, Dad, you don't do something like that. That tells you the character of my dad, right? So my dad is standing there walking around. He sees this place in a complete different lens. He says, I like their fruits, very good color, healthy. I'm like, what are you talking about? But that's his lens because he ran a 99-cent store. Do you know the whole purpose of doing this last week? Was just to have a paradigm shift. Why? For me to get an understanding of what's going on in this market, what it's looking like. If I were to tell you right now, if you're somebody that's winning and you had the best, you make more money than ever, you drive a Lambo, a Ferrari, live in a $10 million house, $5 million house, you travel all over the world, and everybody around you is winning, you kind of need to pay a visit to the other side. You need to go to the local community, whatever you got, a Skid Row, whatever city it is, to find out what it's really looking like, to give you a perspective of how lucky you are. Now flip it. If you're watching this 2021, 2022, horrible year for you. You went through a divorce, bad breakup, you lost it all. 100% of your money was in Bitcoin. You were thinking it's going to go to the moon, and it did not. You literally lost your life savings in 2022. You're down and out. Guess what you need to be doing? You need to go and sell the dream to yourself. Go look at some $3-5 million house. Go to a Ferrari dealership. Go to a community you want to live in. Go to a private school and shop to see what it's like to send your kids to that place. You need to give yourself a paradigm shift for you to start thinking about what life could look like if you decide to change, because every once in a while, we all lose. So, going back, I chose to go to Winn-Dixie to have a paradigm shift because I always want to be connected to the people at every level. Whether you make $10 an hour, I want to be able to talk to you. Whether you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Middle Eastern, millionaire, billionaire, broke, communist, convict, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, I don't care what you are. I want to be able to have a conversation with you and learn from each other, because that tells you you're winning votes, and that tells you having a paradigm shift where everybody's got something of value to give you, and you somehow, some way can inspire others to do something big with their lives. So my message to you going into 2023, this whole concept of paradigm shift isn't just for you. You got to create those appointments. I studied for my Series 7 right next to my grandmother's plot at Forest Lawn. Her plot's right there. I'm studying for my Series 7, and every 30 minutes I would walk around to read everyone's names to see who I recognize or not, and said, if you don't do something big with your life, you're going to be that person. Born 1939, died 1982. I don't know who it is. Next person. Born 1946, died 2002. I don't know who it is. Boom, 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 looking at everybody. That is my paradigm shift. You got to create some paradigm shifts for yourself, some for your kids, some for your spouse, some for your team, to get people to think about their dreams in ways they wouldn't think without a paradigm.